Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notifications anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to click the bell so that you can get notified. Also, to be able to support the channel, please feel free to like, share, or subscribe. All of that helps the growth and the success of the channel, okay? This read is going to be for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I'm seeing that true spirit is... I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security in people. Surrounded in that are some influences that the soul is teaching the spirit about partnership and perception, coming from north and east winds. Those are circulating. I'm seeing that you're feeling a little bit emotional about people, and this is brain activity. That's what I'm seeing. In the challenge position, I do see the Justice card reversed. The Justice card in reverse is representing that the challenge for you right now is you being extremely harsh on yourself. So I'm just going to say this right now. Give yourself grace. And however you're feeling at this moment with whatever is going on in your life is okay. Though it's so important to give yourself grace and give grace to others if you feel like other people have done you wrong or you've been steered in the wrong direction, okay? You do not want to give the spirit of spite and vengeance permission to run amok in your life or in the lives of others, okay? Because then we know who wins. So by the way of the northern wind that is influencing the cycle of this read, I do see your boss, a supervisor, or someone that you submit to, someone that you consider to be some type of authority figure to you. Is that northern wind that's coming in. Spirit is being taught by the way of the soul a lesson about partnership in regard to boss to employee type of dynamics, okay? This has to do with community building. Something may have happened sometime in December that may have led up to what it is that you are thinking about now, that is causing you to become a little bit emotional. Though, since it is being fueled by air, utilize that. Tap into the depth of it and try to breathe through it, okay? You are also being influenced by the way of Mercury. Mercury goes through December, January, February. Okay. Okay. So you were influenced by Mercury during that time. Mercury goes through 88-day cycles. That's every 3 months that Mercury goes in complete rotation. So that's why I was just counting. Included in that may have been some influence by the way of Venus. Venus goes through orbital cycles about every 9 months. So, or 9 to 12 months. I can't remember right now. Though I do think it's like 9 to 12 months. So your passions, your desires, also influenced by data collection, data analysis, how you communicate with others, all of that, brain waves just firing off, and plus the emotions, it's all okay. It's normal to feel how you're feeling. I'm also seeing some influence by the way of the northeast wind that has to do with the feelings of love, the emotions that get released within the body, the process of the emotions that get released, the perception of what happens, how you feel when you fall in love, not fall in love, when you are in love, the idea, the expression, the experience of being in love. I am seeing the soul is teaching the spirit a lesson about partnerships and perception when it comes to being in love, okay? I am seeing that eastern wind, and that eastern wind is specifically regarding perception and how you express yourself and how you interpret the reality, being a witness to all that is outside of your control and accepting what is within your control. And one of those things is understanding that you're just being human. You've learned how to be this way, okay? I am seeing that there may be some new things that are coming for you, to you, ideas, opportunities, new perspectives, new technologies, all new things, okay? When it comes to being human. Sometimes the reality of it is we are visitors. And when you have pathways become opened up for you to be able to navigate through this, with also the ability to figure it out as you go along, it's completely understanding that the spirit of true self is seeking security, even when you are feeling emotional about understanding the depth of being in love, what your perception is of that, what these partnerships mean to you, the dynamic of an employee to boss relationship, and what it means to just be human, okay? The emotions that I'm seeing that are associated with the cycle of this read are for you to feel good, for you to feel joyous, for you to feel liberated. Someone is missing you, or you're missing someone. It says, I'm missing you. This is a natural read, so it came in by the way of nature. For you not to feel inferior, because you are good and you are loved. For you not to feel terrified, because God is always with you. And that this is the end of a karmic cycle. Okay? Let me check these real quick. Make sure. Okay. Also, influencing your understanding about being in love and the dynamic between employee to boss relationships. I am seeing influence by the way of the northern wind coming in from Jupiter's orbit. Jupiter goes through an orbit every 11 years. That orbit influences growth, prosperity, manifestation, stuff like that. So ever since you were a little bitty girl, all the things that you've, like I said, in collaboration with Venus, who is aware and influences your desires and your passion behind those desires, your creativity, all of that kind of stuff. Them doing what they do, and then us doing what we do here. I am seeing that is also influencing what happened or what will happen during the cycle of this read, and what's going to happen in the future as far as I can see, okay? Any negative emotions that are in this read are obviously associated with the experiences that are not so great about being human. However, even as you have inherited those challenges, those circumstances, those hardships, you also have inherited the strength to be able to overcome them, okay? So let's get into the read. If you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you to you and God. The time that have been offered to me is the Tower. Can I just say that the Tower is the reason for the statement praise in advance? Because when you are in the midst of the storm, everything about you just being human says fight or flight. Nothing about that says praise God, say thank you. Okay? We grow into an understanding that we are a part of something that's bigger than us, and we experience the grace of God that introduces itself to us to say, I will always be here for you, encompassing you, holding you, keeping you safe, even as your spirit is seeking security in it all that I am. And the reality of it is that is outside of our control. All that God is outside of our control. And as a human being, what we get permission to have control over is our ability to love. And for those who do not have an ability to love, I send love and light and healing energy your way, okay? So, you offered me a tower. I've been there and I've done that, okay? And I'm seeing that the angel message associated with that tower was to listen to your intuition. And I'll just explain why, okay? This energy was received, and it was not dramatic. More like expected. Even though they say a tower is unexpected. I am all that I am. And this energy is being received as hardworking, industrious, diligent, and busy. The energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is representing financial security, stability, and abundance. And I see that in your read. So congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations over 100 million times over. You deserve it. I'm seeing you in this energy as mature and realistic, authentic, lifelike, and reasonable. I am still seeing that justice in a challenge position. So even through this all, I will get to the root of why it is that you are judging yourself so harshly. But one of those cards that's specifically speaking out to me is that you're missing someone or someone is missing you, number one. Number two, all of this information came to me naturally. Okay? And then this is the end of a karmic cycle. So that could be the reason why you're judging yourself so harshly, even if you don't say it out of your mouth, even if it's like your thoughts, because I'm seeing what you're thinking. Okay? So in your past position for the cycle of this read, I'm seeing the King of Cups energy, someone that is emotionally available. Okay? someone that is emotionally available, can communicate effectively about how he or she is feeling. Don't have to be a male or female. The gender is not specific. Just take the information as it resonates, because it really is king or queen, like what divine masculine energetic source it comes from within your bloodline that brings it to the surface for you. Okay, so good for you. I'm seeing that you were received in this energy as magical, miraculous, enchanting, soft, romantic, relaxing, restful, and peaceful. So this could have either been someone that you loved, or this could be the energy that you were in. Though I am seeing that this energy was dominant in the past for you. Okay. Then I see that you were in this Four of Rods energy where you established stability. In this energy, I'm also seeing that you may have been a little bit afraid about making that decision. However, you were not horrified. This decision seemed like it was the right decision to make. The decision to become stable is a classic human decision. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And it was also something that you did innocently. Or, yeah, people become stable because they are taught that stability is security and a goal. You know what I mean? So you're being received in this energy as pure, innocent, classic, definitive, and not horrified. Then towards the end of the cycle of this read, I am seeing that you may have felt like you were given the wrong kind of guidance, or that you were misled, or that there was someone that you could not trust. You felt abandoned, is what I'm seeing, towards the end of this cycle. And considering the fact that the spirit of true self is seeking security in people, and that's what I'm seeing. Like someone that you were emotionally secure with, or that someone was seeing you as emotionally secure and stable, and then you getting abandoned. And I'm seeing that that's the activity all over your mind. I'm not seeing child here, though there is a child in the photo on the card. So this could have even been rooted from experiences that you had since you were younger. And if your spirit of true self had not learned how to grow from it in a spiritually mature way, then that would break that curse or that cycle, or to release that haunting off of your lifetime experience. Then while Jupiter is constantly doing its cycle every 11 years, influencing your growth and your expansion and your prosperity, and Saturn is doing its cycles, for familial karmic lessons, I'm seeing that emotion of abandonment by the way of the experience and the spiritual entity of abandonment and all the other things that comes with it. Okay? Like towers can subconsciously, spiritually be attracted to you to experience by the way of the soul. Until you can overcome it. And so I'm seeing that that's what you experience towards the end of this cycle. And that you were moody, irritable, short-tempered, and that emotional intelligence is grasping that that is the normal response and reaction every time that you experience some type of abandonment. And it seems that this experience is something that is hard for you to forget, because it's been happening to you since you were a child. And Mercury, like I said, is that planet that influences our ability to store memory, to turn time into memory and muscle and bone from nutrition. Do you get what I'm saying? And for 88 days, for every 88 days in your life, it's been collecting data, analyzing it, and this emotion that's been associated with this abandonment that comes from or has happened with people that you believe are emotionally responsible. And then you build stability. I'm seeing that maybe there was like, because I also see the northeast winds as being in love. So it could have been like a marriage. It could have been a relationship. Like I said, any type of relationship, because it's been going on since you were a child. And then in the regard to the northern wind that's specifically focused on your supervisor, your boss, whoever that is, the dynamic of that is, you gotta have like the workplace environment and make sure that things are always moral and ethical, though at the same time you both are human. And what tends to happen in certain workplaces is you begin to wonder if the people that get paid more than you, if they actually do care about your livelihood. Why do you say that? Because we know what it feels like to be abandoned. And that may even come, subconsciously from human beings being put on this planet and being like, well, where is God? And God is all. The whole thing. And that's why we just put one name on it, The wind, the storms, the fire, the earth, the air, the water, it's all God. What you can control is what is permitted to you, and what you can't control, all God. And that was the cycle of your read. So what I'm seeing that the angel messages were for that, because I did pull some cards for it, just in case if you're going through the end of this cycle now. I'm seeing that the reason why this abandonment had happened is because, like I said, there is the soul teaching the spirit of the true self about you being able to be the compass of your own vessel, and how these winds benefit you or move in the world, okay? Specifically your wind, okay? And in that is the spiritual maturity that you are merited when you overcome these familial inherited karmic cycles, because you overcome them with strength. And that means that you process power, and that's the western and the southern wind, okay? That's that fire and earth. And I'm seeing that within the next few months, there will be a romance that takes place, an angelic one for you. Could be someone from the past, could be someone new. Though the challenge that you're meant to overcome is the root of how it affects you in the moment of this last abandonment, because you don't want to sabotage the romance that is to come, okay? What you're meant to overcome is the moodiness, the irritability, and the short-temperedness. The feelings of being inferior, the feelings of being terrified. They are spiritual hauntings. And the way to overcome them is with what is good and with what brings you joy. Okay? Because where there was once inferiority, there is superiority and joy. Where there was once terror, there is now excitement and joy in what is good. Okay? So you can be liberated in that. And the truth of the matter is, you may be feeling that way because you miss someone, or because they miss. So what am I seeing for your future? Okay. The first card that I see for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is showing me that you have thrown yourself into work mode, which is normal. People rely on and depend on work to create stable living for themselves. And if you've been successful at it before, I'm sure that you can do it again. Though the Seven of Pentacles card is showing me that you're tired from all of this work and making all of this money. And Spirit is saying, well, the angel message is saying to trust when that time comes. To trust. that you are a part of something that's bigger than you. Don't be shallow. And you're being received in this energy as believable and creative. So this could also be a warning sign not to exhaust yourself or not to work too hard. But to be creative. Work smarter, not harder, okay? Then I see that you will be in the Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? Queen of Pentacles is obviously somebody that's financially stable, wealthy, got more than enough to go around, okay? Male or female, take it as it resonates. There once was a woman in your bloodline, the first wealthy woman that was ever made. Divine, defining what wealth is. And it made its way to you. Congratulations. You are in this energy now. I'm seeing you in this energy as virtuous. You will be received as virtuous and worthy and righteous and also very silly. Because you done been through the hard and your challenge through all of this has been not to be harsh on yourself. So I'm happy that you're being silly, okay? Finding things to laugh about, just enjoying life and basking in the things that are good, okay? Silencing those spirits of BS that are haunting or have been haunting your bloodline. And that's because those karmic cycles are coming to an end. So then I see that you will be in the Four of Swords energy, which is representing you getting some rest. You probably going on vacation. You getting rejuvenated, relaxed, restored. In this energy, you're being received as bright, smart, intelligent, because it is smart to get some rest, especially if you've been working hard. And also scenic. So you might be going on vacation. When I see the word scenic and then I see rest, it just makes me think of like being on an island or going on vacation. You could just be sitting out wherever and just taking in the sights, just resting in the moment. You know what I mean? Like it's complete relaxation. I'm totally chill. So then I see the last card for your future, as far as I can see, is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is representing that you are no longer bound up looking like that. Okay. So you're being received in this energy as clever and heartfelt. So no longer stuck and bound up in those emotions of terror or inferiority. I'm seeing confidence and joy and happiness and gratitude and appreciation and celebration of life, because you are no longer bound to the inherited familial karmic cycle of bullshit. You are stepping more into your purpose. You are healing the wounds that were not just inflicted upon you, though also those that you may have inflicted on others, and then healing it not just from the surface, though from the root, naturally. And that's what I'm seeing. And the best way to do that is to communicate clearly. That's the angel message. Communicate clearly how you miss someone, or allow someone a safe space to communicate clearly how it is that they miss you. Give them grace. Give grace to yourself. Come from a space of gratitude. Live in an energy of grace. And leave with love. Okay? So to you, Sagittarius, I do send loving and healing energy. Do not be so harsh on yourself. And I send you so much light. And I will see you all next time. Bye. You get it, light. I said so much light, though light is... it's light. It's not heavy at all.